Welcome to Three Virgins and a Dog. Ka-chow!
We're looking at the Western Conference Finals. We're gonna look at each series in Western Conference, and we're each gonna give
Predictions.
So we'll start at the top of the Western Conference. Will, why don't you take it away? Warriors, Clippers.
I'm gonna say for sure the Warriors in 4 games. They're just gonna sweep them. No chance. The Clippers have no chance. What did the Clippers have?
True.
The best
What
6
did
man.
he have?
Yeah. What I mean.
Lou Will.
I mean, he starts.
He once had 2 girlfriends at once.
I know he starts.
Like,
He doesn't start.
Well, I know, but like.
a minute passes, and they're like, all right, legally
Yeah.
you can go in and still win.
He is
Man of the
their
year.
best player, yes.
Yeah. He's
So,
just
like-
kind of funny.
But I say 4-1 Warriors.
I'll go, 4-1. They win the last home game, and then
Yeah.
Golden State.
All right, we'll start with Eli. I'm a little boomerang. Eli, Rockets or Jazz? What are you thinking?
It's a pretty tough series. I say it's the toughest one that's in the West right now.
Like closest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll be the closest, I think.
I think Blazers Thunder will be
I
a good
agree,
series.
Johnny.
I think it's going to go back and forth. There'll probably be some games where both teams look really good, but I think the Rockets will win probably
Okay.
6.
Yeah, I think the Rockets will win. I think that James Harden has just kind of been in a league of his own, and there's just not really anyone that can effectively guard him on the Jazz.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, Jazz, they didn't look...
Joe Ingles versus PJ Tucker is going to be fun.
Jazz didn't look too great last year
Joe
after the
Ingles.
Thunder series. Will, what are you thinking? Wrap it up here.
I'm gonna say what Eli said. The Rockets 6 games.
Oh, I'm taking Rockets 5, 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
So Blazers Thunder. I'll start this one off if we don't mind.
No, I don't mind. Don't mind. Take it
I'm
over.
gonna take Thunder in 7. I think that the Blazers. The Blazers probably win this with Nurk in probably 7 or 6. Either way, I think they're 2 really good teams. I think the Thunder coaching just isn't as good as it should be. Their players are definitely there, and so it'll just be interesting. But I'm gonna take Thunder in 7.
I'm gonna take the Thunder in 6. I think it'll go 2-2 for each team. Thunder gets up, and then
They win out.
what?
They win out.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I think in Game 6 they're gonna do everything they can to win in home court. Because if they go back in Game 7, they're gonna lose in Portland.
Eli, wrap it up.
I think if George is healthy, Thunder and
Playoff
5.
P.
Thunder and 5. if
Playoff
George is
P.
healthy. Yeah, he better.
All right, and then final series. We'll start it off again. Nuggets Spurs.
I think this is a good one, but I think I'm gonna give it to the Nuggets. I think
Nuggets in 4.
Jokic is just
Jokic.
Jokic.
Like yo-yo.
It doesn't matter. He's really good. I don't think anybody on the Spurs can stop him. Nuggets in 5. I don't think Pop is
Nuggets
gonna
in
get swept.
4.
6.
6.
I gotta give the Spurs some respect. I think they'll probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they won Game 1. LaMarcus goes for a cool 40.
Yeah.
I think the
Cool, because LaMarcus doesn't ever score like 30 in 1 quarter. He
Yeah.
just
he's cool about it.
yeah.
He's like Kobe.
Yeah, he's like the old guy at the gym who's like killing you the whole time, but you can't really hate on him.
Mid range.
Yeah.
If you shoot a mid range shot, you're just a coward. Shoot a 3 or dunk, like you know what I mean. All right, we're looking at our next. Moving on, we've got up top. We're gonna have Warriors versus the Rockets. All of us had that. Let's go, Eli. Back to you.
Warriors, Rockets.
Good series last year, but they did
Yeah.
lose Trevor Ariza. He was pretty.
Well, I don't think that's the problem. I just think the Warriors got better. They added another All-Star.
They only had 3 All-Stars this year.
Yeah, well, they still added
They saw
another former. I think, depending on how well Cousins will play, is going to depend on how long it goes.
Yeah.
If the Rockets can expose him, then it might go 7. But I would say...
Boogie's bad on defense. For
Yeah,
him.
that's what I'm saying. I think it'll probably be 6.
Really? I'm gonna say the Warriors in 5.
Really?
I got Warriors
Yeah.
7.
I
I think
the Warriors are just so good, and I think Trevor Ariza was a big part of their success last
I
year.
I don't think it's that.
And
I just think
it's
that
gonna
Chris
hurt them
Paul
more.
is really not as dominant as he was last year.
I think both of it are big things, and it's gonna. The Warriors are just too good. It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
the thing with
fine.
the Warriors is every time, like, you go down the list of, you're like, well, who's going to guard him? Like, then people are like, let's say for, like, the Thunder, you say, like, well, who's going to guard Russ? Then you throw someone out there. You say, well, who's going to guard PG? Then you throw someone out there. But with
Yeah.
the Warriors, they have, like, 4 guys. And you have to say, well, who's going to guard him?
Yeah.
And most teams...
And even the one guy
Yeah,
who you leave
Draymond,
open is
yeah.
capable.
And so it's like, it's just such a stacked team.
Yeah.
It's tough to defensively line up against them. All right, moving down a little bit, we've got Thunder Nuggets is what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start that one off. So I'm thinking the Nuggets win this one. I think the Nuggets are really deep. I think the Nuggets have a lot of pieces. I think Jokic is a superstar in the league that is probably like a top 10 player easily, especially offensively. And then I think that they'll win in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they are coached well. I think Paul Millsap is good. I think Jokic is good. I think Jamal Murray is good. I think a lot of people in their team are good.
Yeah.
They don't even have their first round pick, but who knows if Mike Porter Jr. will ever be what he's supposed to be.
I'm gonna take the Thunder in 6, just because I feel like something's gonna happen with Paul George, and he's just gonna go off. And I kind of like with the Trailblazers.
Playoff P.
Exactly. They have to win in 6 because if they go to Denver in the final game, they're gonna lose. Just because it's home court, I don't think they're gonna do as well. So I think they're gonna do everything to win Game 6. So yeah.
Eli. Real quick
Thunder
right
in
here.
6.
I'm gonna say the Thunder win in 7. Now hear me out here. The Thunder, if they can get past the Blazers, which they should, past
That's the Blazers. He's a blood.
they will have figured something out that they can hopefully carry over. So I'm assuming that's what they could do. And I feel like the Nuggets role players, I just don't know if they can produce in the
They're
playoffs.
better than the Thunder role players, though.
Well, are they?
Yeah.
They have never been to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
It's not a guarantee that they. I mean, they might be really good. Also, the Nuggets are super good at home, but not very good away. So all it would take is to steal a road game.
Alright, and then we're looking at the Western Conference Finals. I've got Warriors Nuggets. I'll start off. I think so just the 1 versus 2. I think the Warriors will win this in 6. Moving on to the finals again. Just like I said earlier, there's just so many guys that they throw at you, and then like they still have Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston coming off the bench, who are starters on like 20 NBA teams right now. So like it's tough whenever they actually have a bench too to go with 5 incredibly like 5 top 50 players. And so when there's a team like that, I just don't see anyone beating them.
And how many games?
I'm gonna say 6.
6. Okay.
I agree. I think if
Against
Warriors.
the Thunder,
I picked the Thunder, but regardless of who they play, I don't think.
I think it's gonna go in 5. I think they're just gonna like do it real quick and like.
I think their best competition. I think it'll be Rock to take them to 7, but.
Yeah.
So
Warriors are in the finals.
Warriors are in the finals in the
Against
West.
who?
Against who?
Against who?
Who?
Whoop buddy scoop. Poop buddy whoop. Who did they play? Find out next time.
No facts needed.
Few days, you'll see the Eastern Conference. You'll figure out who we think's coming out of the East. We'll do the same breakdown, and we're gonna tell you a little secret. We're gonna tell you who we think wins the final.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone though.
Yeah. It's our little secret.
I swear, if you put yourself winking at the camera.